So what we need to do, and when we think about the 80s versus now, is compare conditions. And the conditions in the 80s were a lot different than the conditions in the 2020s. So we had growing population. We were in the middle of a boom time. There were lots of new homes, which also means new taxpayers and a more broadly based tax. We were building outward from the core of Anchorage. Lots of construction was happening on the fringes, and we were building a lot of new stuff, both in the public and the private sector. A lot of new things were being built. Um, Anchorage in the 2020s is a different picture. We all know that Alaska is a boom and bust state, and changing conditions in oil markets have definitely shifted the needle. We now have a stagnant population. We've been in a period of decline, and it's just been in the last 12 to 18 months that our outmigration has started to stabilize. Um, we have fewer new homes, and a lot of the homes that are being built right now are being built in limited road service areas. So they are not necessarily paying for roads and drainage and maintenance in Anchorage proper. They're only responsible for paying for the maintenance on their little strip of road. We have a lot of legacy infrastructure that we have built, roads and pipes, things that are not indefinite resources, they don't have an indefinite lifespan. And so there's a lot of repair and maintenance that is now required because the new stuff is now old stuff. And unfortunately, that puts us on the hook for maintenance that we didn't necessarily plan well for back when times were really good and the cash was flowing. The Muni is doing a lot more with less dollars at this point. So Anchorage in the 1980s, our budget adjusted to 2025 dollars in the 1980s was 625 million. We had about 60,000 less residents. And we were spending more per person in Anchorage than we are right now. Or excuse me, we had more income or more revenue per person than we have right now. So we are paying more real dollars to maintain a larger footprint than we did back in the 1980s. And we're doing it with significantly less investment from the state and the federal government.